Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Nerd Shit Live. I'm your host, Pat Naparano.
And I'm your other host, Gercondez. What's up, everybody?
And with us in studio tonight is obviously our stream engineer, Joe Enright, along with our
how we doing, America?
Our graphics and community manager over there, Nick Habistro.
There you go.
Woo! All right. Yeah. So, by the way, we never plug our social medias. So, Instagram at Gercondez, twitch.tv/pnapz, and then Instagram over here is at Nick McFly and at
Joe Enright.
Joe Enright. It used to be at I'm Joe Enright,
Yeah,
right?
it's got 3 E's now.
Why do you keep changing it?
Is it like every year
I
you
gotta
add
keep up appearances, you know? I'm trying to be the Zendaya of this group right now.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I didn't realize
He
that was
knows the algorithm. Yeah.
True. So, how was everybody's week?
I'm doing all right.
Fun?
Yeah.
Fun? Everybody had a good time this week?
What
huh?
a ride, right? I mean, there's some ups and downs, but you know, I think we pulled through, right?
It was like I was up and then I was down and I stayed down for a very long time and I slowly just like pulled myself out of the ditch like, is it over?
I can breathe.
Is it over?
The sky is blue. What?
Yeah, pretty much. So, but obviously it was rough for everybody this week, I would say, right?
Yeah.
Some degree.
That's one way to put it, yeah.
Okay. Fair
I
enough.
feel like we got a little bit of a break after this long week.
Definitely. I feel like I can breathe a sigh of relief, and you know, it's just like it has to go one way now. It's just we don't know what way it's gonna go, and that's the real exciting part. At least what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, we went past that hill now, so we're just like we did the hard climbing now. You know what I mean? It's just like
we got past the hard part of Mount Everest. You know.
Now we're on the return now.
Now we just got to follow the trail of corpses that lead us back. Did you know that? Did you know that Mount Everest is the largest open air grave?
Oh, dude, they use those bodies as landmarks.
As landmarks. Yep.
It's like mile 34. Okay, that's Jeff right there.
Yeah. There's because people don't decompose up there, so there's like the oldest climber ever who's up. His body's still up there because it just doesn't
preserve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where they put Walt Disney.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
He's gonna come back. Whoa, hold on. How many Pirates of the Caribbean did you make or something like that? I don't know.
Put me back. He just buries himself.
This is getting out of hand, guys.
Speaking of Walt Disney, actually, pirates. It actually has nothing to do with Walt Disney. But so I guess we have some.
Yeah.
Look, there's no news that we can report on right now that is bigger than obviously what's going on in America
for sure.
right now in this country. And we're not really a political show. However, we do have something special prepared for a little bit later on.
Absolutely.
I would say. However, if there is news this week, Johnny Depp got fired from Fantastic Beasts.
Oh my god.
Which obviously all of us here are like tired of Johnny Depp playing these. Like, I'd rather see him play something else.
And that's on God, baby girl.
I'd rather see him play something else than do like another exorbitant character. Now, I haven't seen the new Fantastic Beasts movies. I don't really care. You know,
it was pretty good.
Did you see them?
Yeah,
I haven't seen them, but either way, he basically got fired from Fantastic Beasts because of the way his lawsuit turned out. Which it's not a controversial opinion or an unreasonable opinion to say that he got fucked. Pretty much.
Oh no, for sure.
He got fucked, and not only did he get fucked out of his own work, his reputation is now fucked up, and his ex-wife, what's her name? Yoko Ono. She's out there she's still working, and how, you know what I mean? She's shooting Justice League reshoots right now.
Oh yeah.
So tell me why, like, who's she screwing in the AT&T boardroom that she can still work?
Elon Musk, actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
you can go
And you
anywhere.
can fact check that.
wait, really?
Oh, yeah, you never heard about that?
No.
Yeah, look it up.
What?
Yeah.
God, man,
Wow.
she's gonna be the reason why fucking Terminators exist in a few years. Like why AI gets to the point.
It's like,
where
we
they're
gotta
coming
fix the
for us.
past, guys. We gotta send someone back there and turn some shit around, right?
You gotta send us back and kill Amber Heard. That's what you gotta do. But listen, look, obviously, I think this is one of those situations where no matter what, we're never gonna get the full story. And
Yeah.
But what I do know for sure is that she painted herself as a victim, and she was definitely not a victim.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's proof out there.
And there is proof.
Yeah.
There is. And now he's paying the price for it. Obviously, he's filed an appeal. And look, we've been talking about fucking Donald Trump all week, and I'm getting sick and tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
However, he did make a point about libel laws and how basically you can get away with saying anything you want and not be held responsible for damaging someone's career or damaging someone's reputation. And the Sun, who reported that Johnny Depp was in fact a wife beater, when that is clearly not the case, or at least for what we've been told, what evidence has come out since then,
that they can release. Yeah.
that now his career and reputation are on the line because of this, and it got overturned. And obviously it's going to an appeals court because he's going to keep fighting it to the very end, he said. But yeah, it's just sad. It's just sad that you can do that you can basically just whip up any bullshit that you want about somebody without verifying an entire situation. And hey, and look, don't get me wrong. That case came out during a very incredible and powerful movement that we needed to call out abusers.
Oh, right.
And to call
100%,
out powerful men who were abusing it and preying upon women and preying on their subordinates. And she hijacked that movement, and she
most
fucked him
definitely.
over so hard.
Because she beat him to the punch, I mean, like, if you go there first, right, and then say you're whatever that you're trying to, blame someone or, accuse someone of, it's like damage control is very, very, like, time sensitive nowadays.
Yeah.
And then, like, you gotta show receipts or whatever, and then, But
even then, once it's out there, dude, people's minds are made up with this whole cancel culture.
That's true, though.
Bullshit.
That's true, yeah.
Like, we don't need to go into any comparisons or do any
Right.
between, but look,
I mean, people know. Yeah,
we all know what the real shit is and what the bullshit is. But I don't know, it's just fucked up. And hey, listen, at the end of the day, bro, she's Amber Turd now. All right, she shit in his bed, and he provided receipts of that in the court of law. All right, so
let's get memes going, guys.
So hey, and listen, I don't usually like to cross pollinate, but let's just say that with the other publication that I work with, there was talk about reaching out for an interview.
Oh, right.
And the first thing that was said was that was requested that nobody ask questions about a certain situation. And
really?
Obviously it's not my call to make after that.
Right.
But basically my recommendation to the guys I was working with was, well, then we're just not going to do one. Because
what's the point?
We're not going to fluff her ego anymore.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Like, as soon as the Justice League reshoots came out, she like wanted to hit up like Instagram accounts and publications
everywhere
that would be willing to do an interview with her. And this was like the bar they sent. So it was just, I was
just
like,
paint her in like a positive light or something
sorry,
like that. Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
sorry.
not worth it. Not worth it.
I'm not going to contribute to that shit.
Can't pay me enough.
But yeah, I like how we said we weren't going to talk about this, and we are. Death on the Nile and Free Guy delayed. Now, Death on the Nile, I don't care about. I saw Murder on the Orient Express.
How was that, by the way?
Sucked.
I actually didn't.
I felt okay. So
okay.
here's what happened. Johnny Depp's actually in this movie. He's the guy that gets murdered.
That's why. That's why it's delayed. I don't know. No, I was kidding.
I went and saw that movie. We got to the part until they discover Johnny Depp's body and they start the investigation. Right. Kenneth Branagh, who wrote, directed, and starred in the movie, it gets to the point where I saw him interview 2 suspects, and then I fell asleep for the next 10 suspects after that he interviews, and I woke up at the part where you find out that all of them killed him as opposed to just one person. And from what I was told, the investigation happens like it's the same scene over and over again, so I didn't miss anything like at all. And
usually, you know what, for him, I think he's a pretty good director. I don't know in terms of writing though.
He directed that first Thor movie.
I mean, yeah, it
looks
good.
good.
Start a certain movement, so like
a lot of Dutch angles.
Dutch angles. You gotta be classic about.
And
it.
then Free Guy was the other movie that got delayed.
Yeah, I was actually very excited.
Have any of you guys seen the trailer for Free Guy or know what it's about?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Free Guy is
now, yeah.
a movie. It stars Ryan Reynolds, and it's about how he's an NPC inside of a video game, and he gains sentience.
Yeah, he gains awareness
and wants to be a real person while living inside of this video game, and it looks really funny. Like, it's like a GTA style game. So he's like walking down the street with like his coffee cup and shit's just blowing up behind him and everything. And he's like, oh, this is fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, either way, it got delayed. I don't know what the dates are because they're not going to be set in stone. So why are you even going to report on them anyway?
So pretty much anything that was supposed to come out sometime soon is like 2021 at the end of. Like, everything's delayed. And this is like normal now, Yeah,
and we're also going in a backwards direction now too. Because, people won't wear masks. People won't social distance. And, I mean, look, like I said, we don't talk politics on this show. However, I'm happy everybody's celebrating what they're celebrating right now. But could you not gather in mass in the streets right now?
We've come so far,
please,
guys.
Please. It won't even matter who's president if we're all fucking sick. And then it just came out the other day. I didn't play any of these games, but the Mass Effect trilogy is coming back remastered straight from BioWare for like next gen hardware, current gen hardware, and PC. Did you play Mass Effect?
Nope, not at all.
Anybody here? All right, neither did I. Let's move on.
Oh shit!
I mean, here's the thing. I got it for Christmas because I put it on my Christmas list.
I remember you saying this.
Yeah, and I played it for 2 hours, and I was like, I don't like this. And I returned it and went and got
2 hours
Assassin's
is
Creed.
good, yeah.
Yeah, I got Assassin's Creed and Modern Warfare instead. Because
wow.
for whatever reason, those games were like $30 that weekend at Best Buy, so I traded in those.
Pretty good trade.
Yeah.
I can't argue with that. I mean, I don't know. There was no really much of appeal to me for the Mass Effect games. I don't know, something about it to where it's just like, I like sci-fi stuff and like futuristic stuff, but I think it's just like the layout and how they...
I think at that time I wasn't a big fan of the whole RPG having to like select your dialogue and everything. I just wasn't into that, and I wasn't into the combat, the shooting, anything. I'll never forget Commander Shepard because that's apparently Commander Shepard's like one of the biggest video game protagonists of all time.
Yeah.
Either way though, I just wasn't into it. I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. If not. And also, let me just reiterate here. Part of the reason why news is so slow this week is because of the election, obviously.
Oh, that happened?
Yeah. Well, it's still going on technically right now.
Right.
It's still going on. But also next week we're gonna have an We're gonna have an
see how intense it is right now, guys.
We're gonna have an overabundance of shit to
see yourself out now.
Yeah,
from that. That's a highlight clip in the movie.
Well, okay. Well, here's my problem. Okay, my doctor decided not to refill my prescription for my stomach medicine, my GI medicine. So I have all this gas and shit I'm sitting on right now. And here's the thing: the reason he didn't refill it is because he wants me to go see him again. I got nothing wrong with me. I just need to have the medicine. But that's how the insurance companies work. They're forcing me to charge my insurance company to pay a copay, go see him again. You know what I mean? Like
they like that paperwork. You know?
Don't need a prescription for Gas X. I don't care what you're saying.
All right, fair enough.
Some chamomile.
You caught me. Yeah, but either way, it's just
this week's been fucking crazy.
But the following week we'll have so much shit to talk about.
Insane amount.
So much shit. I mean, like we're getting Assassin's Creed on Tuesday, which by the way, I'll be streaming that on twitch.tv/pnapz on Tuesday. Then we have what's the other?
Well, I know like Friday is when Cold War
COD comes out, so we'll be playing that, which I'll also be streaming twitch.tv/pnapz. We have Spider-Man and Demon Souls because I'm getting a PS5, which, by the way, I meant to talk about this before the show. We're going to figure out the logistics of it, but we can absolutely do a live tech demo on this show of my PS5. We can do that.
Let's do that.
All right, cool.
I'll bring my capture card and everything. We'll set it up. We'll have to get a different TV and everything, a separate TV and everything.
Oh, okay.
We'll figure it out.
This is exciting.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
So we could do that. And then also Godfall is coming out, which just looks like...
I know you're very interested in that one, yeah.
I'm kind of upset that no one else is interested in it because it is a looter shooter. It's not a looter shooter. It's like a looter melee game.
Yeah.
And it's teams of 3. And you're just basically... It's like Anthem, but you're on the ground and it's all melee combat. And it looks really good.
It does look good, yeah.
And it doesn't look like anybody else is jumping on the bandwagon as far as the people that you and I play with.
Right. It's just like, I think you're the only person in the group who's been like talking about Godfall, and it's just like,
well, it looks awesome.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I actually looked into like the gameplay and stuff like that, was because you mentioned it, and it does look good. But I don't know, man. It's just like you tell me first. You play it for a little bit.
Oh
and
no,
then
I'm definitely hesitant
guys,
on it.
yeah.
Speaking of looter shooters, did you hear that Anthem sold less than the Avengers game? Can you believe that? Can you believe that? The Avengers is literally the biggest IP on the planet right now, and it somehow sold less than Anthem because they made a shit game. And Anthem is also a shit game. Let me be clear about that.
2 shitty games against each other. It's 50-50 at that point.
But yeah, so Godfall, then Spider-Man and Demon Souls, which I will be playing through. I'm going to try and get through both of those by the weekend. Mm-hmm. And then yeah, dude, 5 games, and then I thank God Cyberpunk didn't come this week.
Yeah, it got delayed, so we have enough time.
We would have never gotten to it if it came this week.
Do you think that's like also part of the thing too, though? You know what I mean? It's just like,
it was an inside job.
Yeah, it's an inside job. It's like, guys, we got to delay this because we got to be the only game, like at least for that week, to be like,
Medium.
We got everybody.
Medium got what's it called? Medium was supposed to come out the same week as Cyberpunk got moved to, and the developers of Medium were like, well, we got to move our game now because no one's going to buy it. We can't compete. So they pushed it all the way back to next year.
Smart move, though.
I think it's only in January, or I might have heard March, somewhere in between March and January. Mm-hmm. Either way, though, they said that they wanted to have all the attention on their game. And I saw,
you can't blame them.
Yeah, I saw SkillUp retweet it and just goes, okay, so you don't want to compete with Cyberpunk, which is a smart move. Totally a smart move.
It's like I would do the same thing. You know, it's just like you can't go up for that.
Exactly.
Know?
You can't. You're not going to be able to compete with Cyberpunk. And thank God it didn't come out this week coming up.
This week, yeah.
We would have never gotten to it. And here's the thing: I wanted to do full episodes on like Assassin's Creed and on
these games,
COD, and
dedicated
COD and on the
episodes,
PlayStation 5 and everything, but. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. We'll get through it. We always do, right? Right, boys?
You've gone through worse, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So now it's time. We're trying a new segment out tonight where we actually just...
There we go.
All right. So basically, like I said, I think 3 times so far, even in this very 18 minutes that we've been broadcasting so far, obviously... We don't talk about politics on this show because it's not worth it. Yeah. You know, I don't give a shit it's just everybody's got a different opinion and nobody cares to hear what each other has to say. Yeah. Pretty much.
And we just like talking about nerd shit.
Yeah. We don't want to, why set ourselves up for failure? It's pretty much what I'm getting at.
I could agree with that.
However, we realize that there is an historic event going on in our country, and we wanted to bring some levity to that, wherein that we feel that not a lot of people can bring levity to that. Mm-hmm. However, John Oliver still hasn't aired tonight yet, and I'm sure he's going to have some good zingers tonight.
Got a lot of content.
We got a lot of content.
Building that up.
So pretty much this week we have what's called election jokes. Yay! Yay! We haven't even started yet. We're patting ourselves on the back. So we actually took the time. We actually wrote some like Rodney Dangerfield style jokes of one pretty much set up delivery lines or just ridiculous jokes that are obviously not true. And so we're just gonna go back and forth. It just tell some jokes.
Yeah. Just make it rapid fire too.
Pretty much. So Joe, are you ready on those medium shots, my friend? All right. Let me just pull them up. Okay. So
I also hope I have exactly the same list that you do, so I think we should be good.
Do you have mine on your list?
Let's just check first. Yeah, right?
Did you take my jokes and put them on your list?
No, that's like the shared thing that I have.
Oh, this is the stuff that Joe sent us.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read from my own list.
Okay.
And then you can read from this one, and then
but I'll do my own though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Just do your own, and then we'll split up Joe's at the end.
Okay, word.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Ready to get going? First up, this presidential race is certainly divisive. It's between an old creepy grandpa who could barely make a coherent thought and wears Depends, and Joe Biden.
All right. This election is like when you cooked your very first Thanksgiving turkey. All right. You keep checking the oven every 5 minutes just to see if it's done, and you hope that you don't fuck up. You ask yourself, is it done yet? Nope, it's still going. Okay, let me check again in 5 minutes. Nope, it's still going. It's taking forever. And all the other countries are like the family, relatives, and friends that you invited over. And damn, if I fuck this up, I'm not going to hear the end of this.
That's pretty good. Right? Last time an election took this long to officiate, Ruben Studdard was sorry for 2004 and Clay Aiken was still straight.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, foe. 2004. Dude, that song, I remember when that song came out, I was like, wow, I can't, Ruben's doing it. Like,
it's like he's living his dream.
That song fucking sucks.
See, and the thing is, we all hope, I think everybody hoped for the best for him. You know, it's just like, but no, sorry, Ruben Studdard. No.
You're up.
All right. Never forget the fact that these nuts got more votes in 2016 than Kanye did in this election. Like, how did that happen? A meme beat yay, all right? So CNN didn't even provide a picture for Kanye, by the way, when they did all the election updates and everything like that. They just showed an outline. So it's just like, I don't know why his picture wasn't even like shown. So it's kind of sad. So
it's just a silhouette of Kanye.
Yeah, it's just a silhouette.
Okay. Unfortunately, after the results of this week's election, one of Hollywood's top actors, Alec Baldwin, has filed for unemployment. He says, don't worry, I'll be fine. Colin Powell will be running in 2024, so I'll be back.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Another Kanye thing. All right. So Kanye is like that little brother that wanted to play Call of Duty with his big brothers. But they gave him a controller that's not even connected to the Xbox, so he feels better. And he doesn't even know about it. At least he had his fun, though. That's it.
Melania Trump spoke out today, citing that she knew her husband would not concede the election or their marriage, saying, I've been trying to divorce Donald for years. He just will not sign the paperwork. Then again, I don't even think he can read it. There's my best Transylvanian accent for you.
It has to be very specific, by the way. Transylvanian accent. All right. Ooh, should I even do this one? Hold on.
Which one is it?
This one first.
All right, while you guys are doing
go that one.
You go. Which one?
I just want to point out, I looked it up. Kanye got 60,000 votes.
Overall, I think you got 10,000 in Tennessee, I heard.
Damn.
All right.
Fucking astonishing.
I
All those
mean,
musicians down there thinking they're going to help.
it's like Tidal all over again. Shit.
That's pretty good. I would go. You're talking about this one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Fuck
Okay,
it.
all right. All right, so must be so nice to be Russian right now, am I right? You get to vote in the U.S. elections without being in the country, and your vote actually gets counted before us Americans.
That's a good point.
Comedy.
Mitch McConnell admits he had a hard time reading the results of the election as his in-house midwife, Lindsey Graham, wasn't around to raise his phone above his chin line, making it impossible to look down. I can't see what's going on my screen. Where is Lady G to raise my phone up for me?
Popping those ladybugs, you know.
It's like I was there. It's just like that was very good.
I have to be clear. I had to look up what a midwife was when I wrote that just to be sure I wasn't fucking up.
All right. Nevada is like Steam. The game service, by the way. Nevada is like Steam. When you're downloading a game that they give you a made-up estimate of how long it would take. Like it could say anywhere from 4 days to 10 minutes. But you know that's bullshit, and it still takes forever, and you're just waiting. But you know, Nevada pulled through though, and I have another Nevada joke on the way. So it's just like this was written like a little before a couple days ago. We did.
All right. White House aide and reanimated corpse Stephen Miller said he was going to his college hometown this month to get away from all the craziness of the election. Pictures actually ended up online, and Miller seemed like he was right at home. And I think we actually have a picture of Miller. Yeah, there it is. Yep, there he is. He's right at home. He's I think that's his mom in the background, actually.
sort of upset, but also kind of proud. You know? It's just
Yeah,
like,
well,
it's like that's my son.
I mean,
you know?
she's happy because he did what he wanted to do with his life, and he made success of it. But also, he's a fucking asshole. So
That's what you call a proud boy.
yeah.
All right, so another Nevada joke, everyone. All right, Nevada is like you back in college, and you're stuck at the last few questions in your final. And New Jersey is that college buddy that just turned in his exam and is smiling so much because he knows he's about to get high as fuck when he gets back to the dorm room. Because New Jersey is finally part of the crew, guys.
And that's mad luxury.
Yeah! We fucking did it.
We did it.
We did it. Okay. Since Donald Trump's loss of the 2020 election, woo! Fast food companies have pulled their sponsorships from the administrations as they know that even civilized people would like actual food at their White House events.
What a change in diet. Everyone just
Hold on, wait, let's just stop. We heard the one time Trump say that he eats McDonald's because you can trust where the food comes from, right? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about? But let's keep going.
Actually, where should I go at this point? Actually, should we?
You got one?
Yeah.
You got one?
So I just have the clip.
Okay, then I got two more. So what about we still got to get to Joe's. So
Oh, okay. So
do you have any more of your own? Because then I'll just fly through my two.
Yeah, go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Ben Carson, quick to distance himself from the Trump administration, had this to say today. I don't know. It's just we could never do that, and I'm just not sure of what the count would be, and we don't know, and we'll never know, and I don't even know what I'm saying right now, and I'll never know where I am, and just.
That was actually pretty good though. That's got to be my ringtone or like my voicemail.
Finally, the media wised up and cut away from President Trump's lied-filled press conference on Wednesday. However, White House aides later admitted Trump ended his planned 4-hour tantrum early after he shit his pants at the podium and had to go get his diaper changed like the baby he is.
And that's on God.
Great delivery.
Okay, all right. So I have Joe's list pulled up here. And these are some real fucking zingers.
You can see his face too. He's just like, oh, read those.
I'm ready. This is the moment I was born for.
Okay. All right.
No, I think
You want me to
because I've read Joe's jokes before, and I don't think I can keep a straight face though.
All right. Georgia was neck and neck, more like saggy neck and neck.
Hey.
Hey,
Roger Goodall stated that the NFL will be sending Trump's remaining 2020 merch to the same third world countries they send losing Super Bowl teams merch to.
That is a fact, too.
Trump supporters were especially upset that Pennsylvania and Nevada, where Biden, I don't understand this joke, Joe. I'm sorry. I've tried to.
Biden their time.
Biden their time. I'm sorry.
It's a pun.
I'm sorry. I fucked it all up.
no. You can repeat it one more time. You got this. You
Okay.
got this.
Trump supporters were especially upset that Pennsylvania and Nevada were Biden their time.
There you go. Zoom.
There you go.
Officials say Trump already booked a flight out of the country for January, in which he will be flying first class with Lolita Express Airlines. Where do you think of this
If
shit?
you know, you know.
So I like
I
this
get
one
it,
because
I
the
get it.
attention to detail, by the way. So I like that.
Viewers were upset to see that ABC's scheduled airing of the movie Kicking and Screaming ended up being Trump's Thursday night press conference.
That's the most Jimmy Fallon joke.
That is. It is. Mike Myers caught some heat during a recent telethon event where he declared that presidential candidate Kanye West doesn't care for black people. Which,
I mean,
like, what you had to witness in your life to understand that joke, and that's honestly one of my favorite Kanye West clips ever. Have you seen it? You've seen it, right? With
So
Mike
far.
Myers and like, oh man, it's so great because you can see Mike Myers is like, oh.
That's not on the No, that's not on
That's
the
not. Out of all the people counting votes in Nevada, no one decided to ask Rain Man to help. America has a long road to go, and it's important in these times to find adversity we can all agree to fight against. like figuring out how to properly pronounce the vice president's name. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
See, I had fun with that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Just gotta let it loose.
Rapid fire jokes. That's all it is. There's cute little We're gonna take some heat for some of those. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And
Either way, I mean, like, what a stressful week that we all had, and we just gotta de-stress.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and
brought-
this is the way to do it.
I brought one clip.
Oh.
I just want to top this off.
All right. All right.
So it's very easy to get caught up in everything that's going on. It's like rapid fire.
Uh-huh.
And I just think it's amazing how musical Trump talks. You know? So I
Okay.
picked out 2 particular clips where it's just like his voice is music to my ears. So take it away there, Joe.
Oh, okay.
So, to my favorite people in the world, the seniors. I'm a senior. I know you don't know that. Nobody knows that. Maybe you don't have to tell them, but I'm a senior. We're taking care of our seniors. You're not vulnerable, but they like to say the vulnerable, but you're the least vulnerable. But for this one thing, you are vulnerable, and so am I. And you know you're immune. That's why I could jump right there. See those men? I'll kiss the men. I'm not into that, but I will kiss every man there and kiss every woman there if you don't mind also.
I like how he has to clarify that he's not into that. Like all of us thought for like a second, like, oh shit, maybe Trump's gay. Like, yo.
I hope the networks
I
don't
hope-
take my words out of context.
The lame,
That's not the only time he
the
said it.
lamestream media reported this morning that I like to kiss men. I never said that. It's a fabrication. It's a lie. I'm immune to kissing men. As a matter of fact, most men are immune to kissing men. And it's science. Science agrees with me.
Scientifically proven.
But yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah. No.
That was fun. I thought it was-
I
it
like
was-
de-stressing like that.
I couldn't write a joke for Lindsey Graham. I couldn't find an avenue to take. I thought of something of like an upset of the election with him and Harris in his Senate seat because I really wanted to be like, my little ladybugs disagree with you, Mr. Harris, or something like that. You know, because.
There'll be times. Don't
Yeah,
worry. Don't worry.
exactly. And here's the thing: is that like, these impressions do not just come to me. I actually speak to Liz in them some days to work
Gotta
on
keep
them.
it topical, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You know,
doing
Did
your
you
laundry.
feed the cat?
yeah, exactly. Or I'll be like the cats if I want to work on like a dirty like Manchester accent, be like, "Hello, kitties," or something like that. Or Vladimir Putin be like, "What did you say?" You know, something like that. So it's just.
You got to keep it light.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
you know,
And I figured that was good enough for us to keep it light for
Yeah.
this
I enjoyed
episode. Yeah.
it was good.
Whew. Oh man, I fucking hyped Danny up about that, so I hope he likes it.
Hey, listen, I feel great about what we just did too. It's just like,
It was just a cathartic
Yeah,
release
you
because
know?
it's like we don't have to express our opinions because obviously not everyone's agree with us, and not that they have to either. You know what I mean? But also at the same time, the 4 of us agreed we needed to get our own feelings out about it and how we felt a certain way, but we also wanted to do it in a fun way that everybody could laugh along.
yeah, you got to vent and then, express certain opinions. But the thing is just like, we could all talk here. It's chill. It's chill.
It's
you
chill.
know? It's just like,
we're chilling.
good,
We're
you know?
chilling.
You don't need to fight.
Tomorrow we're gonna be pulled off the air though. So
Maybe.
So actually, what time is it? 8:34. I'd say it's time for our main topics of the night, gentlemen. Wouldn't you say so? Wouldn't you all agree?
yeah.
So first up for tonight is Phasmaphobia.
Yes.
I was expecting a drop.
I could.
I never expected to have music from my favorite musical on a podcast that I host, and I didn't pick it.
Joe, what I want you to do though is just keep that sound bit like even through Christmas. I don't know, like next summer and stuff like that. Just pop it in there. Oh god.
Okay.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. That's spooky music.
I just like playing that.
Yeah.
Phantom of the Wopera. Andrew Lloyd Webber's TikTok. That's a real thing. I'm not making this up.
No, I haven't, but I'm gonna look it up when I go home.
The way go on.
Okay. All right. So we played Phasmaphobia. this past weekend. And the four of us actually, because we were actually able to convince Joe to get his hands on a copy and play with us. And overall, it's great. I can't believe a little game just like that could have such deep mechanics and be so much. It's so much fun, and it's great because you have all this team camaraderie, but also it's still scary as shit. Because, like, do you remember when I was playing and I was like, man, fuck this, and I took my headphones off and I turned the light on in my room and everything because I was too scared. I couldn't keep like.
Oh wait, this is the first time that we were playing, right?
This is today when we were playing.
Oh yeah.
Today was at 2:30 in the
yeah,
afternoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was just like, wait, lights on. And I was just like, oh, it's probably nighttime. And then it's like, oh yeah, we played today.
Nah, dude. The first time we played it, when we played it at night, that one time, the three of us, before Joe was on, I actually like made sure that I could like turn the last light off in the room in my office and like be able to sprint out the door while everything was dark. And I like picked up
Darkness can't catch me.
What I did was Nico was on the desk, so I picked up Nico and then I turned the light off and we just bolted.
But it's a great game. I mean, what? It's like $13, $14? I forgot.
It's like $14. It's on Steam, and I think it's like 5 gigs of data. It does not take a monster of a computer to run either, so it's extremely accessible. And on top of that, it is it's like blowing up on Twitch right now. So obviously, people are. I don't know when it officially came out, or if it's. I don't believe it's in beta. I believe it's in full release.
Yeah,
right
because the thing is, like, I do remember some people playing it before Halloween or like going up to Halloween, but it's just like now it's like, even though we've passed that point, right? And it's still like, you know, what you kind of feel like the Halloween vibes still, like with all the decorations that are still out there, but it's a great game to play no matter what. Though, you know, you if you like getting scared, and like you will, you know, it's just for a game like that costs only this much, it's like. Well worth it.
It just came out in September.
Okay.
Oh,
all right,
okay.
So that's why it's blowing up.
Yeah.
So I'll just be frank with everybody here. I don't think ghosts exist. I think that's all bullshit. Like on a like when people are like, oh,
wait, what's behind you?
when people you couldn't see it. So when people are like, oh, it's haunted or that. No, there's this book by a physicist. Is it a Neil deGrasse Tyson book? Or it's somebody, it's a physicist. He wrote a book called The Science of Ghosts. And he basically explains how scientifically, literally, supernatural specters cannot exist in our world. So he sucks the fun right out of it, pretty much. But also, just based upon that and based upon my own personal beliefs, like, it's bullshit. Like Ghost Hunters, that show, or Ghost Adventures, or whatever they're spinning. Dude, they have
the best show on TV. Yeah, is that
so many people wrapped around their finger.
Oh yeah,
when
absolutely.
it comes to that shit, and it's, you know, it's kind of like, almost like, I don't want to be like their audience is in denial, but their audience is in denial over what's what's seeing and going. And my whole thing is, if that does exist, right, make me a believer. Like, I want to see some shit flying around the room, or I want to get tossed across the room, or like I need to hear like get out. You know, I want some serious hard evidence. Right.
As with everything else.
Right. Yeah. I want the facts. I don't want your fucking bullshit. I want the facts. So either way, though, Phasmaphobia, if we want to get into the gameplay aspect of it, basically you're 4 ghost hunters, and you're not there to extract the ghost. You're there just to figure out what type of ghost it is. You know, you're pretty much like the warm-up round for the real Ghostbusters to come in and take out the ghost. So basically you're given a set of tools, you know, thermometer, EMF reader,
the video cameras. You get a cool van to start off in, you know.
Was that one thing that you use?
You get a Ty Pennington type bus.
Spirit box?
Yeah, Ty Pennington bus. Yeah. At the end of every game, when you hit the bus to move, Ty Pennington actually says, "Move that bus." So, what was the piece of equipment you used the most?
Spirit box.
The spirit box.
Oh,
so
right,
basically, you use all of these different items to track down the ghost and understand its habits and what it responds to and how aggressive it is. So you can plant that evidence inside your journal, which then tells you, like, labels it down to what ghost it is.
Yeah.
But it's not just cut and dry like that. There's so many. It's like chemistry, where there's an exception to every rule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the sense that like, even though it's like the EMF reader, like you need an EMF level 5 to garner some type of ghost, right? But the problem is that, but
It's a ghost.
What the fuck are you doing?
It was a ghost. Big spooky ghost.
Either way though, either way though, it's a lot of like guess and check work, you know, to like see what avenues you can take. So there's a first phase where you find the area the ghost is haunting, right? And then you go in and then you set up surveillance equipment, so like a camera or the EMF reader or the talk box or this or that, whatever, the spirit box, not the talk box. What am I talking about?
And then there's a lot of combinations of like equipment that you could use in order to, you know,
and
it could be different every time.
There's the whole angle of what the ghost does to attack you, what it doesn't do, you know, what the signs are, the activity in the truck, like what is it spiked at to know if it's in hunt mode, how you defend yourself. You know, you're not a fast moving character, so it's not like you can just run away. But it's, like I said, it's super, super in depth for such a little game. There's so many minute mechanics, and it's very impressive. That's basically the best way to put it.
And then the ghosts, like if you have a microphone, and I think they definitely recommend everyone play with a microphone because like it kind of defeats the purpose,
well,
right?
We were actually talking today. Apparently, there's some guys on Twitch playing it in VR, right? And they played no mics, so you had to only communicate with each other through push to talk or through what's it called, or through just like hand signals in the game.
It has its own built-in walkie-talkie feature, and it's like proximity. So we played it with Discord, but if drop the Discord and like Joe were to walk into another room, we wouldn't be able to hear him.
Well, the other aspect is that even if you're not doing push to talk to like speak out into a room, it can still hear everything that we're saying, even if we're in a Discord channel.
Going around
so
the house
the ghost
and stuff,
can still hear us. But my point was like even with the EMF reader before, like the EMF reader, it's not just like 1 to 5 or like you follow the EMF and it tells you where the ghost is. It's like 1 is like there's a spooky presence around. 2 EMFs is like this is where the ghost has been. 3 is like an object has just been thrown in this room. 4 is like it's in the room with you, and 5 is like it's getting ready to attack. Like there's different, like such minute mechanics inside such a minute mechanic. You know what I'm saying?
And that detail is pretty nice.
Yeah,
too.
the detail is so nice, and it makes you think on your feet, but also at the same time, like it's a haunted house game. You know, like even the 4, like what were we doing the first night? We were like, I think Nick was like, all right, maybe we should split up and try. I was like, that's the worst idea. That's the first thing you should never do in horror movies is split up. And believe it or not, though, depending on the ghost that you're hunting, you might have to split up to fucking get it to come out, you know? And that sends shivers down my spine. I don't like ever picturing myself being the guy in the van in those types of scenarios. However, I will happily be the guy in the van.
And it's pretty scary, like ghosts that they actually show.
Oh, these are not like Casper, like the friendly ghost. These ghosts are carrying axe. They're all screwed
messed up.
Yeah.
And some are just like ghostly like outlines or whatever like that. And it's still scary because it's just a bunch of jump scares. Yeah, you just spilled on yourself.
God damn
saw
it.
that. But definitely would recommend to everybody. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely highly
Great
recommend
game.
if you have just you and a couple friends, or even if you want to just jump into a public chat and play with the in-game voiceover IP. It's just so much fun.
Actually,
and it's such a unique game and such a unique take on the survival horror genre. It's awesome. And look, everybody here knows that I'm a big Resident Evil that's my shit right there. And even though Resident Evil went back to being horror from action, they still give you guns to defend yourself. And it's looking like Resident Evil 8 is about to up the action a little bit more.
Can't wait.
So I'm not too afraid of those games. Plus, those games have like characters I'm invested in.
And then the story is amazing.
Yeah, the story is fucking...
It's not just like jump scared.
Yeah, there's
know.
actual... This is like... You're hunting a ghost, and the ghost is not here. Like, you're not here to perform action sequences. It's like you're here, a normal human, fighting, trying to figure out what a supernatural entity is.
Yeah.
And that's the scariest part of the whole game.
Yeah, because you're trying to incite some action from it, and just you gotta just see what happens. You know,
pretty
just
much,
like, shit,
pretty much. And the worst,
you're just waiting.
I love that round that we played today, where I had the EMF reader, and we were standing in the laundry room of that one house, and it was just me and Nick, and I go, and it's completely dark. It's completely dark. And I turn on the EMF, and it goes, like, and it goes immediately up.
Goes haywire,
it goes immediately haywire. And I was like, where is it? And all of a sudden we hear, hey, like that. I was like, oh shit. And I start running out, and Nick goes, it's right behind you. It's literally right behind you. Like, and
those ghosts are invasive.
Yeah. Like
they will get you,
and they
man.
have like the, they have scare, like they float, or like that
Oh, the
one.
sound is
the
great,
one
by the
that
way,
guy
too.
crawled. Or
in the cabin. Yeah.
The cabin.
Shit.
What about the lady with the scythe or the sickle? The sickle. Forgive me. It's a sickle.
Fucking Pat kept on correcting us about it forever, and then now for the first time he says the other thing.
Well, because we all come down the stairs in the farmhouse.
Yeah, the farmhouse.
And we see her walking towards the stairs, and Nick just goes, oh, there she is. She has a scythe. And I just go, it's actually a sickle, but we'll worry about that later.
Just like, fuck, get out.
And we try to get her out, and like the doors lock. You can't defend yourself unless you have like smudge sticks and stuff. It's just, it's so good. Please, everyone.
Yeah.
If there's one game you're gonna check out, you check out this one. It's made by a small independent team. It's only $13. The more support it gets, the more ports it's gonna get, the more hype that's gonna be generated around it.
And more
content's gonna come. Perhaps a sequel, upgrades. Please
exciting.
give it the PUBG treatment, because PUBG ultimately didn't deserve it.
It already got their money's worth, all right?
What'd you say?
We didn't mention all the ghosts are procedural.
Yes.
So you can play the same
Yes.
map 100 times and it'll never be the same.
Yeah, and we
that's
haven't
a good
even
point. That's
we've
true.
scratched the surface on maps, because I think I'm like level 6. I don't know what you guys are level.
I think I'm definitely lower. I think probably
You're
4.
at level 3. All right.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I've been playing since last night. I started today at level 2, so I'm probably in between level 5 and 6
I
right
think
now.
you're at level 4 when we ended.
Dude, I'm not married to this either. Okay, so whatever it is, it is. But my point is that we're not high enough level to get like the crazy gear and to get to the crazy maps yet. But I am
huge freaking
but
apps.
tomorrow on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/pnapz, I'm rounding up this gang and we're playing some Phasmaphobia tomorrow. We're doing like 10 rounds. We're doing it. Okay? I want my nerves to be shot by the end of tomorrow
Can our hearts take it? I don't know.
Hey, if mine can, I think you guys will be all right.
Damn it.
Ha!
He used that.
Okay.
All right.
So, next topic. Another game that Ger and I actually finished together. We played Mafia Definitive Edition. So, Ger, why don't you go first and tell me your non-spoilerly thoughts of the game, because I think I have a pretty interesting perspective myself, and I'd rather save it to the end.
Okay.
Okay?
That's very fair.
Okay.
Okay.
You go
Okay?
first. Go.
All right.
Go.
I'll have this cannoli first. All right. Hold on. So, yeah, when Mafia Definitive Edition first like got teased, I was like, oh my gosh, a Mafia game
Sounds
that
like you got teased.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I was super excited about it because of all the games that they've released, the only one I played was like the very first one, and it was like 2002 when it first came out. And I was just like, oh, I gotta play it, because like everything else, I lost track of the storyline or whatever. But they're bringing this back, and then the game is made by Hangar 13, and then it looks amazing, and I pretty much loved everything that they did with it. New voiceover work, they pretty much built the game up from the ground up all over again. And I had a really great time.
It's the first game I would ever call pretty.
Okay.
That's the way I would describe it.
If that's the only thing that you had to say about it, I'll be okay.
Non-spoilers right now. I'm just going to say this game has literally, if you're looking for that old like 1930s, somewhere in between Chicago and like early like New York vibe, they capture that perfectly with the cars, the attire, the vernacular, just everything's perfect. The story, it's okay.
Yeah.
But what I appreciated was that they did not force an open world into a game that did not require it.
They kept the purity of the game. Yeah.
Because I felt like I was like 13 again, where it was literally like a cutscene that does the story. You play the level's over, a cutscene that tells the story, the
then you
next
go again,
level.
yeah.
I was like, this is great. I was like, I don't got to do any side bullshit.
And
or,
it's not like GTA. Exactly.
exactly.
And it's just like you just follow the narrative. And then if you want to like explore the other map,
They have
the
a free
free roam.
mode.
Yeah, the free roam mode is separate.
Yeah, but there's nothing to do in there but drive cars and drive
Yeah.
around the map, which is fine though because
It's pretty.
That's
It's a pretty
not what
game.
I was looking for though. I was looking for a
The
good
story.
time.
Yeah, the
but
story.
I was looking for a good story, and I think it's an okay story.
Right.
Ultimately,
yeah, okay.
it encompasses all the stereotypes of like normal mob movies. You know what I mean? Like,
Especially of that time.
The Don. There's Paulie, Vinny, Tommy. You know, they all speak in those accents.
Gabaghoul.
Yeah, Gabaghoul. Like me right now, I'm experiencing the Italian sickness, funzalo, and stuff like that. So it's like I said, it has all those stereotypes. It's great. I wish they got rid of that race mission.
That was rough.
The race mission was rough.
Oh man, it definitely. Hey, listen, I still have to give it to them to where it's just like it is what you said, like a pretty game. But going back to like the story, yeah, it's the same, technically the same story, right?
I think they changed a couple things.
Yeah, they changed a couple details to where it flowed a little bit better, and then it definitely shows because with the new voice actors that they had, they gotta use up all of it.
Yeah.
But I was the only thing I didn't like about it was, in fact, a little bit of the story to where they could have added more because there's a lot of parts of the map which look great, by the way. And they could have added at least like a couple more missions, like some side things to where just like, all right, you got to pick up this guy, and it's like, or an assassination mission or whatever, I don't know. But overall, I hope there's some more things that they could add to the game like later on because with the free mode, the free roam mode, they did add like taxi driving missions or something like that. They
I would
actually
literally never play that, but
I wouldn't either. But like they're trying though, and it's like, all right, I gotta give it
Just
to
sign
them.
up for Uber.
So actually, if you
Uber
want to throw
Simulator.
up our spoilers banner, we'll get into it real quick because I know we're short on time here. So,
New graphic.
oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. So spoiler section, obviously the graphics on the screen right here. However, if at any point in time we go and we're done talking about spoilers, you can go ahead and just unmute your computer and this graphic will go away. Right? Is that how we're going to do it? We didn't talk about this beforehand, but that's how we're going to do it now. So,
I'm actually pointing at your crotch, not the spoiler alert thing.
well, thank you. It's a very nice crotch. Thank you. They're real.
They're not fake.
So a couple things I did want to talk about.
All right.
First of all, I fucking hate the Don. He's the worst character in the whole game, and the performance is like, it's like if you hired me to be the Don, like it would be like mediocre at best.
Yeah, I feel like
Tommy,
they're trying to fill a stereotype.
Yes,
you know?
But Tommy, Paulie, and Vinny are actually
I love Paulie.
three. See, I fucking. Oh wait,
Paulie-
Paulie is the one
who got killed in the end.
Oh, he's
no, not the very end, but like in his apartment, and then like Tommy.
No, Sammy
one-
is the one that gets shot in the face at the end. He's the one that betrays them.
Yeah, but Paulie's the one
Oh, yeah, you're right.
after the bank job. Yeah.
I didn't like how that story played out
It was very abrupt.
because it was like what? Because I thought we were building towards killing Morello the entire time, and I thought that was going to be the climax. Or I thought it was going to be that the Don was actually working with Morello and was trying to like do some deal where he like
That would've
where
been
he like
great.
split the crew and everything,
Yeah.
and like the crew had However, that's not what happened. It ended up being that in the third act of the game, Tommy and Paulie rob a bank, and which the Don does not approve of. So Sammy rats them out to save himself. And you got to kill Sam now, pretty much.
Yeah, but here's the thing too, though. It's just like you don't even see the Don at the end anyway. It's just like what the hell?
You don't. And what I do appreciate though is that you remember when you killed the politician
On the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you realize what Sarah says to you inside during the game?
Oh, like
Sarah,
in the house?
Yeah. So basically, the politician that you killed because he was going to crack down on your enterprise,
Your family,
he gave Sarah her right to vote and shit. So
Right.
you have this personal conflict inside of the characters in general, where it's like, is Tommy gonna be devoted to his family or his actual family, like Sarah and his kids?
And then the voice actor and the character itself, the person that portrayed that character, kind of did a pretty good job in terms of.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that. That's a really good detail.
The whole game is told from the retrospect of Tommy
Oh,
talking to the FBI agent
in a diner.
In a diner.
Yeah.
And even he admits that he has 4 kids too, all Irish twins.
Yeah.
So it's like they really sell you the fact that he's like, these are moral characters making amoral choices because they actually don't know any other way.
Yeah.
You
And
know
then
what
they
I
have
mean?
internal conflicts. Like, for example, the reason why Paulie and Tommy wanted to do that bank job, it was just because, like, well, they started doing cocaine dealing or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it's like, no, we don't do that kind
Yep.
of shit. And it's
Yep.
like, this is our ticket out, and we're going to go make money.
Exactly. And then it ends like literally every other Mafia movie where the remaining character goes into witness protection.
Yeah.
And at the very end of the game, he's like, what, in his 70s now? Like, jump forward in time, your character's in his 70s. He has a family, white picket fence, everything.
Yeah.
2 guys roll up and they come out and say, Don Saliani says hi.
Yeah.
Like, why would it even be worth it to kill him in his 70s at then? But I figured
That was in the
gonna-
older games, too, by the way. Yeah.
But that was obviously going to come now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I don't know if I'm going to go into Mafia 2 or 3 after this, because I don't know if I have that much, I guess I'll say
Investment
in the franchise, especially with all the other games that we have. Like, dude, I still got to play Pikmin 3 and the new Donkey Kong game. 'Cause-
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like just put a pin on it, you know, if you ever feel like it. But
If I
this
catch
one
it on
was great,
sale.
though.
This one's great. I would say that. Anything else that you would like to add, or?
And in terms of like the ending where he was on that lawn and he's like old, I liked how they did this part because he was like expecting it, right? He
knew it was coming.
He knew it was, but if you played the other games or anything like that, the character actually like turns around, it's like, yeah, and like totally didn't realize it was coming.
Oh, really?
So I like the little detail that
Well,
they did.
had to. I feel like they had to change that though, because you definitely have to live life looking over.
Oh
your
yeah,
shoulder
yeah.
After that,
And then
for
he was
sure.
like, there was some closure, and I like that. So you know,
yeah, it was good. It was okay.
It was good, yeah.
If you're interested in it, I would say pick it up on sale and
it's a pretty game. It's a pretty game.
It is a pretty game. That's for sure. Whew. So, are you guys like? Do either of you guys want to play Mafia after that rousing conversation?
Woo!
I like driving cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic cars.
I like Goodfellas. I'll just watch the movie again. Actually.
Yeah. Honestly, Goodfellas is probably better.
Yeah, either one you do is just like, okay, that makes
I'm
sense.
already Italian, so
You're already living the life.
Yeah, it's true.
I know all about it.
It's true. All right, so Joe, hit it, baby.
Oh yeah, it's the clip of the week. Oh, it's the clip of the week. It's the clip of the week.
Oh, there you go. All
right.
There we go.
You better wow me this week, bro.
okay,
Because
okay.
I've
This is a
seen
good
some-
one.
I've been seeing some shit on the news that's unbelievable. So
Oh, this is a great one. This is a new take on Spin the Bottle.
cool.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. What is going on?
Say hello to my little friend. Where you at?
Guys doing flips.
You smell that?
What? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Is that guy blind?
What the fuck happened at the end there? Yeah, that guy. What's
That guy
up
was
with
blind?
this guy?
He's just chilling, man.
Yo, it's like, do I smell something? Am I on fire?
I don't want you to tell me where you get these clips from because I would never want to see your internet history. I would never want to
Jersey
share.
City, this is my backyard.
I would never want to share that history. However,
That was a legit flamethrower, by the way.
where did they get the flamethrower from?
Elon Musk.
Why did they think this was like that? It's not even a bottle. Are they spinning like a bell or something? Like what is that?
No, that was some like fancy champagne bottle or whatever.
I love the flips.
Yeah.
That guy, he's so dedicated to his backflips. You smell that?
You smell that? You smell that?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, that was pretty wild. I was honestly not expecting that at all. That was totally something out of the blue.
That's what we do here.
It is.
that's
Clip
true.
of the week.
Clip of the week.
Spin the
that
bottle
was good.
game every time.
Oh, man, holy fuck.
Oh wow. I'd say rich people just spend their time, I guess. Well, the stupid ones though.
I wish them well. All right. So, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in to this week's episode of Nerd Shit Live. Once again, if you like what you see on this show, you can always subscribe to the channel. And you can look up for daily highlights. Also, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Nerd Shit Live.
Yes.
On top of that, obviously, if you want more content where we discuss movies and TV and everything, I'm on Twitch usually like 3 nights a week at twitch.tv/pnapz. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be doing Phasmaphobia. Tuesday I'll be playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla literally all day because I don't have a job anymore. And then I'm actually not going to stream my PS5 because I want to hook it up to my 4K TV and experience 4K 60 FPS.
Just like
I just
first
need it
and then
by myself, and then we'll bring it here and we'll figure it all out. But other than that, thanks so much for listening. Once again, the show is available on all major podcast networks in the audio format. Starting tomorrow, well, it's already been there, but this one will be there starting tomorrow. And we thank you very much for listening. And once again, if you like the show, please tell your friends, share it around. We're having good times over here, baby. So,
yeah.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.